So I want to talk about my highest value, or one of my highest values. I have like 3 or 4 values. One of them, integrity. Sometimes I say integrity and honesty. Sometimes I just say honesty is part of integrity. That's why I said 3 or 4. Integrity, communication, and self-authoring. Self-authoring has the most relevance to this channel because it's about unchaining yourself from unchaining your passions and living life on your own terms. And that involves I'm completely distracted today. I don't know what's going on with me. That involves self-authoring. Self-authoring is the key to living life on your own terms and building a passionate life. One of the keys. There's a lot of keys, but that's one of the main keys. And I talk about the concepts of self-authoring in other videos, but the main deal with self-authoring is picking the end goal for yourself. And sometimes I use the word choosing your ideal life, building your ideal life, building the life you want, living life on your own terms. I use these phrases to mean this image you have in your mind of the life that you're building, that you're really excited for, that you're gonna create for yourself, right? And so that life can be, traveling all the time and seeing exotic places and having an awesome time exploring different places. Or it might mean finding the most amazing woman to spend the rest of your life with in a cabin in the woods, just hunting for your meat. Or it might mean becoming a famous artist and living in Paris and creating your own gallery and enjoying life there. It could mean it could mean infinite things. But the key is that you've picked it, right? And that's the key to self-authoring. Self-authoring, there's a couple aspects to it, but one of the aspects is you have picked and decided what the goal of your life will be. And you achieve it. And once you achieve it, then you choose a different goal. It's not an unachievable goal. You don't want to always, there's a danger, I'm going on a tangent, but there's a danger of I'll probably just do a video on that. There's a danger of keeping your goal as a goal and not as a point in the process. Because when you think of oh my God, it's my goal, it's well, then you're never going to hit it. And you're going to your actions will it'll be a self-fulfilling prophecy that you're always moving towards it. Because at one point you'll have to be ready to receive it. If you never achieve your goal, then why the hell do you have your goal in the first place? Your goal is a temporary ideal. It's not the final ideal. The final ideal of your life is something abstract, like integrity, or something you'll never achieve but that you'll always be working for. That's what an ideal is. But a goal is a temporary ideal that focuses your actions, and then you achieve it, and then you replace it with the next goal. So it's a stepping stone. It's a point in the process. But back to the main topic, self-authoring is you deciding what that goal is, what that temporary goal is that you're going to achieve, and then you achieve it. And in the achieving it, it's a lot of trial and error, and you might not even know how to get there. Self-authoring doesn't mean you've written your story and you stick to it. It's you're writing your story, right? You know the ending, and you're writing everything before it, and you're continuously revising it. For me, my goal is to make $10,000 a month doing things I love. At least $10,000 a month, probably more. And I'm also traveling the world, probably about 25% of the time, staying in a place I love the rest of the time. Right now, that place I love is Austin. And just living life and loving life. That's my goal. And how I'm getting there has changed. See, at first I was I'll just do Uber and then do photography on the side until photography takes off, and then I'll just do photography, right? But now I'm finding that Uber doesn't make me enough money, and photography is taking a little bit longer, and I could put more energy into photography, but then I might be sacrificing my bills in the meantime, and that would be unsafe for me to do that. So what I've decided is to have photography be be the end goal, but to replace Uber with a front-end development job, because that would give me a lot more freedom and give me a lot more money so that I could spend more time on photography, and then I wouldn't be so worried about bills, and then my finance would be, the direction I'm taking to this end goal of my ideal life is changing because I'm discovering the landscape, and I'm discovering the obstacles that I didn't know that were there that I have to go around, and I'm going around these obstacles. You don't know what obstacles are going to be there until you go. Like, you don't necessarily know there's going to be an accident on the highway until you start going to your destination. But when there's an accident on the highway, you're not like, I'm just going to stand here in this standstill traffic until it clears, and that's that. It's like, well, why don't you just take an exit and go around it? You don't have to be so attached to, that's another whole video in itself. You don't have to be so attached to the way you get there. You just have to be attached to the end goal. And that's the point of self-authoring, is you're writing the journey there, and that's exciting. Like, you don't know exactly how it's going to play out, but that's the fun of it. The excitement in it is you know where you're going. It's like, you're going to Disneyland. You don't really care about how you get there, but like, how you get there is part of the fun. It's like half the fun. It's like, are we going to go on a road trip? Are we going to go on the airplane? Well, if we're going to go on the airplane and then maybe some issues happen in the airport, we'll have to go around those issues. Maybe like we go late and we have to redo our flight, or maybe the flight's delayed and then we miss our connection flight. Like, there's things that happen, and you're still excited for the end goal, but you just figure out the issues along the way. So I hope this gave you some clarity on the most relevant value to hold dear in your life in order to build the life you love and unchain your passions and live life on your own terms. So subscribe if you want more videos like this, and if you don't, then don't. Share with other people if you want to, and yeah, that's about it. Cheers, bye.